Going to Israel was such a cool opportunity. To be honest with you, I never thought I'd make it, but for every pastor, I think it's something that's on our bucket list. And when the opportunity was kind of thrown my way, I absolutely had to jump at it. I had to see this place that I had been reading about my entire life. And there were so many times throughout the trip where we encountered life-altering places and moments. And there was one that really stuck out to me. And that's when we were in Capernaum, just behind Peter's house, staring out at this awesome scenery of the Sea of Galilee, which is definitely a lake, not a sea. It brought me back to Matthew chapter 4, where Jesus called the disciples. It says in verse 18, as he was walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, follow me, and I will turn you into fishers of men. They lifted their nets immediately and followed him. And going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James the son of Zebedee and his brother John, in a boat with their father Zebedee, mending their nets. Then he called them. They immediately left the boat and their father and followed him. I think so many times in our Christian walk, it's so easy to get on to the next thing. In the case of being in full-time ministry, it's so easy to get on to the next semester or the next year or the next sermon series. And we forget to go back to that moment where we were called. Not just called as people to do the work of the gospel in the local church, but called as a disciple. It reminded me of the origin story of my relationship with Christ. And I think that's something that we all need to hold dear. So as I was sitting there, it was more than just looking at a beautiful scene. It was being reminded of the most beautiful scene of my life, the moment where I was called. And I would challenge you to go back to that moment, to remember what it was like to be called. Whether you're here, where you are watching this video, or whether you're in Israel on the same seashore that I was on, where were you called and how did it change you?